Poya. Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. Okay, in the previous class, we have completed Act 3, Scene 4. And let me ask a question, okay, just to refresh your memory. Okay, so under what pretext was Portia leaving her house? We found that Portia entrusted the control and management of her mansion to Lorenzo and Jessica, and she was planning to leave the mansion. And under what pretext? Okay, Portia was leaving her house under the pretext of spending her days in religious exercise and holy meditation in the company of Nerissa till the return of her husband. Okay, and now Act 3, Scene 5. This also takes place in the garden of Portia's residence at Belmont. So the fourth scene also happened or takes place in Belmont, and this scene, Scene 5, also takes place in Belmont. Now, this scene adds to the humorous element of the play, and in this scene, you can find Lancelot Gobbo. Okay, he becomes a refined jester. Okay, and and he uses pun of words and shows off his knowledge of words. Okay, and and this scene is also a comic relief. And Jessica, she has also come here to Belmont, and see, she has been brought up in strict environment, and in Belmont she feels like a free bird and experiences the peace. And you know that in her father's house, okay, she was like suffocated because he was so strict. Okay, and so her journey was like a symbolic journey from hatred to love. Okay, now in this scene you can find Lorenzo, Jessica, and Lancelot. Okay, all of you see that scene 5, page number 114. For those who do not have the textbook, please look onto the screen. A garden leading up to Portia's house. Enter Lancelot and Jessica. Lancelot. Yes, truly, for look you, the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Therefore, I promise you, I fear you, I was always plain with you, and so now I speak my agitation of the matter. Therefore, be of good cheer, for truly I think you are damned. Okay. So Lancelot now tells Jessica that she would be damned for the sins of her father. So she says, Lancelot tells Jessica that surely she will be damned, or she will not have salvation. She will not have salvation because of the sins of her father, or she will be punished for her father's sins. So he tells that, therefore, I promise ye, I fear you. I was always plain with it. So he tells that he had been always honest with her, and so he tells her that he is anxious about her. He is anxious about her. And now I speak my agitation of the matter. So he speaks to her about, actually, the word he used here, agitation, that's a blunder. It should be cogitation. So he wants to use a big word. Okay. And so he says agitation. So cogitation, that means he wants to speak about the thought that he has in his mind about this. I speak my cogitation of the matter. Therefore, be of good cheer, for truly I think you are damned. So certainly Jessica is to be damned, or destined to be damned after death. That means after death, Jessica will not go to heaven, or she will be damned. That means she will go to hell. This is what Launcelot wants her, or warned her, or uh, tells her, Jessica, I shall be saved by my husband hath made me a Christian. But Jessica contradicts him and tells that no, she will be saved. Jessica says that she will be saved by her husband's act, okay, by her husband's deed. What had he done? He hath made her a Christian. That means by marrying her. When Lorenzo married Jessica, the Jewess, she also became a Christian. And thus she says that she will be, or she will go to heaven through the deed of her husband. Okay, so she quotes St. Paul saying that, okay, an unbelieving wife is sanctified by her husband who is a Christian. Okay. Now, Launcelot. Truly, he, truly, the more to blame he. We were Christians enough before, and as many as could well lived one by another. This making of Christians will raise the price of hogs. If we grow all to be pork eaters, we shall not shortly have a rasher on the call for money. So Lancelot replies that then Lorenzo should be blamed more. He should be blamed more. You know, for what? Because he says that there are already enough Christians. We were Christians enough. There were already enough Christians before, and as many as could well live one by another. There were already enough Christians. And now what has Lorenzo done? Lorenzo has converted Jessica to a Christian by marrying her. So if Christians are increased like this or in this manner, what happens? Or what does Lancelot tells? If Christians are increased like this, what happens? It will raise the price of hogs. Okay, it uh, it will raise the price of pork or hogs. And then if we grow all to be pork eaters, so he's worried that if the number of the Christians increase, so naturally the price of the pork also will be increased. So if we grow all to be pork eaters, then what happens? We shall not surely have a rasher on the coals for money. So rasher means bacon. Okay, so if everyone becomes pork eaters like this, they will not get even a rasher, even a bacon to be cooked on the fire. Even if they pay a lot of money, they are not going to get a piece of bacon. That's what Lancelot tells. So he tells that Lorenzo should be blamed more because he has increased the number of Christians. Okay. Now enter Lorenzo. At this time, Lorenzo comes there. Jessica, I'll tell my husband, Lancelot, what you say. Here he comes. So, uh, Jessica threatens. Lancelot enters. See, I'm going to tell my husband what you say. So she tells that she's going to tell Lorenzo what Lancelot has told. Okay, Lorenzo. Now Lorenzo says, I shall grow jealous. I shall grow jealous of you shortly, Lancelot, if you thus get my wife into corners. So this is what Lorenzo says that he will become jealous of Lancelot if he comes upon him talking to his wife in the corners like this or in the quiet place like this. Jessica. Nay, you need not fear us, Lorenzo. Lancelot and I are out. Then Jessica replies that no, you don't need to be afraid like this. You don't need to be afraid because Lancelot and Jessica have quarreled. Lancelot and I are out means Lancelot and Jessica have quarreled. He tells me flatly. So she tells the reason why they have quarreled. He tells me flatly, there is no mercy for me in heaven. I am a Jew's daughter. And he says, you are no good member of the Commonwealth, for in converting Jews to Christians, you raise the price of pork. So Jessica tells Lorenzo that Lancelot had told all these things, that there is no salvation for Jessica. There is no mercy for Jessica in heaven because I am a Jew's daughter. Because she is a Jew's daughter. Because Jews were called misbelievers because they do not believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, so they were called misbelievers. And he says, you are no good member of the Commonwealth. And also, Lancelot tells that Lorenzo is not a member of the Christian community, not a good member of Christian community. You know what is the reason that Lancelot tells? For in converting Jews to Christians, you raise the price of pork. So whatever uh, Lancelot has told, Jessica now tells to Lorenzo. By converting a Jew to Christian, Lorenzo has raised the price of the pork. Lorenzo, how every fool can play upon the word. I think the best grace of wit will shortly turn into silence. So, Lorenzo Lorenzo is surprised by the way Lancelot talks. Okay, so he tells that how every fools, okay, attempt to use or play upon words, and he tells that the best type of wit is to keep silence. Okay, and then he says that, and discourse grow commentable in none only but parrots. So conversation or discourse will be, or the speech or discourse or conversation will be praiseworthy in none but only parrots. Then he tells Lorenzo, go in, Sarah, bid them prepare for dinner. Now, Lorenzo asks Launcelot to tell to go indoors and tell the people to prepare for dinner. Then Launcelot immediately replies, that is done, sir. They have all stomach. So he says that they are already prepared for dinner, and because they have appetite, they are already prepared for dinner. Okay, so here he says they all possess stomach, that means they all have appetite, they have already prepared for dinner, and they are ready to eat because they are hungry or they have the appetite. Lorenzo, goodly Lord, what a wit snapper are you! Then bid them prepare dinner. Okay, so Lorenzo says that what a comic character is this. Okay, so what a wit snapper, that means what a witty fellow is Lancelot, or what a comic character is he. And then, okay, then he says, okay, tell them, prepare dinner. Then he asks Lancelot to tell the people to prepare dinner. Lancelot, that is done too, sir. Only cover is the word. Okay. So he says that that is done. That means that is already done. Okay. That means the dinner has been prepared. Okay, that is done too, sir. Only cover is the word. Now what they have to do is just place the dishes on the table, only that is left. Only cover is the word. Then Lorenzo says, will you cover then? So here Lancelot means to say by the word cover, what he means to say is that they have all prepared the dishes, and only thing left is that to keep the dishes on the table. So Lorenzo says, okay, then cover. Will you cover? That means, will you keep the dishes on the table? Lancelot, not so, sir, neither. I know my duty. Now he takes another meaning for cover. Okay, that's what he uses, the punning of words. That means one word having two or more meanings. Okay, now in the second, when he tells first, okay, that is done, sir, only cover is the word. He means to say that he has to, or they have to spread or keep the dishes on the table. But when Lorenzo says, okay, then cover, he means to say that, okay, keep the dishes on the table. At this time, Lancelot tells, or he takes another meaning. He says, not so, sir, neither. I know my duty. So he says that, no, he won't do like that, because, servants, they won't keep their hats on the head uh, before respectable persons. Okay, before superiors. So he says that he knows his duty, and he knows that he has to respect Lorenzo. So he would not cover his head with the hat. That's what he means to say. Lorenzo, yet more quarreling with occasion. Wilt thou show the whole wealth of thy wit in an instant? I pray thee, understand a plain man in his plain meaning. Go to thy fellows, bid them cover the table, serve in the meat, and we will come into dinner. So finally, Lorenzo says that, okay, still you are making arguments on the use of or words. Okay, that's what Lorenzo tells. Okay, so still here there are more arguments on the use of words, and then he says that he is trying to show his wisdom all at once. Okay, so he knows, or he has a stock of words. So Lorenzo is asking him whether he is going to show the wealth of words. Okay, that is the wisdom of words in an instant. That means all at once. I pray thee, understand a plain man in his plain meaning. So he requests Lancelot to understand him, okay, because he says that he is a man who speaks plain language, okay. So understand him like that, okay, who speaks plain language. Go to thy fellows, bid them cover the table. So again, Lorenzo tells Lancelot to tell the people to uh, keep the dishes on the table, serve in the meat, and to serve the meat, and we will come to dinner, and they are ready to come for dinner. Lancelot, for the table, sir, it shall be served in. Then again he says, okay, sir, the table, okay, about the table, it shall be carried in. And for the meat, sir, it shall be covered. So the meat, it should be, or it will be covered. For your coming into dinner, sir, why, let it be as humors and conceits shall govern. So he says about coming to dinner, that is up to you. Okay, you can do as you please or as you like. This is what Lancelot tells. Okay, let it be as humors and conceits shall govern. What does it mean? That is up to you, and it is according to your will and wish. Lorenzo, oh dear discretion, how his words are suited. The fool hath planted in his memory an army of good words, and I do know many fools that stand in better place, garnished like him, that for a tricksy word defy the matter. Okay. So now Lorenzo remarks about the fools, okay, the people who work as or who are justers. So he tells what a discretion, okay, what a discretion in the choice of words, the choice of words, the words that Lancelot uses. So that means how befitting the words are used in the correct place at the correct time. Okay, so that's what he says, what a discretion, and how he had used the words. And then the fool hath planted in his memory. So he Lorenzo tells that this fool, that is Lancelot, has a good stock of words. The fool hath a good stock of words. And then I do know many fools that stand in better place, garnished like him. So he says that he knows of many people or many who are fools, that means jesters, who has higher ranking in life. Okay, and what do these people do? Okay, garnished like him, that for a tricksy word defy the matter. So what they do is that they will ignore the sense of meaning, okay, in order to use big words with pun. This is what the fools do. Okay, they will ignore the sense of meaning, and what they do, okay, and defy the matter. They abandon the sense of meaning, or they defy, that means they ignore the sense of meaning in order to use big words in pun. Okay. How cheerest thou, Jessica? And now, good, sweet, say thy opinion. How dost thou like the Lord Bassanio's wife? Now Lorenzo turns to Jessica and asks her, how cheerest thou, Jessica? Jessica, how do you feel? Or how are you? And now, good, sweet, that means dear Jessica, say thy opinion. And here, Lorenzo asks Jessica to tell her opinion about Lord Bassanio's wife, that is Portia. How dost thou like Lord Bassanio's wife? Now, what is Jessica's reply, or what is her opinion about Bassanio's wife, Portia? Jessica, past all expressing, it is very meet the Lord Bassanio live an upright life, for having such a blessing in his lady. He finds the joys of heaven here on earth, and if on earth he do not merit it, in reason he should never come to heaven. Okay? So Jessica tells that past all expressing, that means she is not able to express in her words. So words are not enough for Jessica to tell about Portia. Past all expressing. Okay. So words are not enough. So she is not able to express her opinion in words. It goes beyond that. Okay. Words are not enough. It is very meet the Lord Bassanio live an upright life. Now, it is necessary that Lord Bassanio should live an upright life, an honorable life. Why? For having such a blessing in his lady. He should live an honorable life because he has got a, such a blessed lady as his wife. That is, she has got such blessing, having such a blessing in his lady. Since he has such a blessing in his wife, he has to lead an honorable life. He finds the joys of heaven here on earth. So she tells that Bassanio is having, or Bassanio has the joys of heaven when he is here in this earth itself. So, according to Jessica, Bassanio experiences the joys of heaven here on earth. And if on earth he do not mean it, and when he is in this earth, if he do not value it, if he do not mean it, okay, if he do not merit it, or if he do not value it, if he does not value the joys while he is on this earth, in reason he should never come to heaven. That means he doesn't deserve to go to heaven. So if he does not lead an honorable life, because then he doesn't deserve to go to heaven, because Portia is such a blessed lady, or she has such blessing in her. Why, if two gods should play some heavenly match, and on wager lay two earthly women, and Portia won, there must be something else pawned with the other. for the poor rude world hath not her fellow. So uh, Jessica tells that imagine two gods are taking part in a game of skill, okay, and they are playing a game of skill, and they have two earthly women as prizes in the contest or wager, okay, that means as stakes, as prizes in the contest. And Portia won, and one side Portia, and there must be something else spawned with the other. So two women are there, on one side Portia, and so Portia, Jessica tells that, and then there would have to be some more value added to the other woman, then only she can be equal to Portia. Okay, so what Jessica wants to say is that the stakes won't be equal. That means nobody can be, no other woman can be equal to Portia. For then she says that for the poor rude world hath not her fellow. So she finally says that our poor world, this whole world, does not have Portia's equal. So we cannot find, or according to Jessica, there is no one equal to Portia. Nobody can find a woman who is equal to Portia. This is what Jessica replies when Lorenzo asks her the opinion about Portia. Now Lorenzo uh, remarks, what does Lorenzo say? Even such a husband hast thou of me as she is for a wife. So Lorenzo remarks that, or tells Jessica that, oh, you have got a husband like uh, Portia has all good qualities in her. Lorenzo, Jessica's husband, has got all the good qualities of a husband. Jessica, nay, but ask my opinion too of that. So Jessica replies that, see, it should be remarked by her, or uh, Jessica should say that Lorenzo is a good husband, not Lorenzo himself. That's what she tells. Nay, but ask my opinion too of that. That means she has to tell, or Jessica has to tell that Lorenzo is a good husband with all the good qualities. Lorenzo, I will Annan first. Let us go to dinner. So she tells that, okay, Lorenzo tells that we will talk soon. First, we'll go for dinner. So Jessica, nay, let me praise you while I have a stomach. So Jessica says that she may praise him when she has an inclination towards it. Now she is in a mood to praise his qualities. That's what she says. Okay, let me praise you while I have a stomach. Lorenzo, no, pray thee, let it serve for table talk. Then, howsoever you speak us, among other things, I shall digest it. So Lorenzo tells her, or requests her, to uh, keep that pleasant talk at the dinner table. So, so whatever she tells, he will be able to digest it with the rest. This is what Lorenzo tells. Okay, so Lorenzo tells, no, not now. Okay, keep that pleasant talk at the dinner table, so that he will be able to digest it with the rest. Jessica, well, I'll set you forth. So Jessica assures that she will praise his qualities. Okay, so we have completed this scene, or by this scene we have completed the third act. I hope you understood. Okay, what is Jessica's opinion about Portia? So Jessica says that, or she is not able to express in words, or words are not enough to express her admiration for Portia. And she suggests that Bassanio should lead an honorable life or an upright life because he has such a blessing in his wife, and he has all the joys of heaven here on this earth, and if he does not value the joys while he's on earth, he doesn't deserve to expect this in heaven. Okay. Now, what mix up of words has Lancelot done? Okay. Can you tell that? In the context of serving dinner, Lancelot behaves like a refined jester. Okay. And he asks, when Lorenzo asks Lancelot to go indoors and tell the servants to get dinner ready and serve it, Lancelot misunderstands and say prepare for dinner as prepare themselves for dinner, and says that they are ready and have good appetite. Okay. So when Lorenzo says get ready for dinner, okay, he says they are ready for dinner and they have appetite. Okay, children, I hope you understood this scene. Okay, read the textbook as well as the workbook, and then try to write the answers. Okay, the questions are very easy. If you go through the textbook and the workbook, it will be easy for you to write.